Regarded as the best thing to happen to Batman since the Batarang, Bruce Timm has taken Batman from just a comic book to the animated series into four of the most glorious Batman films ever made. Cartoon-wise, that is. I'm Scratimus with my special guest.
Duke Loops 1993.
And this is the Bat-tacular Special, Part 7, Bruce Timm. Enough said.
Yep.
Well, reason why I got Duke Loops over here is because, well, he knew I was doing the Bat-tacular Special, and he did a couple of promos for me, so decided to add him in. Say hello, Duke.
Hello, everyone. Say hello, Batman. Hello, YouTube.
Ah, you brought Batman with you. Ain't that great? Anyways, let's start with the first movie, Mask of the Phantasm. What are your thoughts, Duke?
It was pretty good. I remember watching it when I was a kid, along with the animated series. I enjoyed it. It's pretty good story. Like they handled. This is where they handled the origin, right? My memory's a little foggy, but
a little bit of the origin of the Joker, and it was pretty much their take on the character Azrael.
Well, no, it wasn't.
Well, it was kind of.
No, Phantasm, his look was based off Azrael, that's it.
That's about it.
Yeah, so he's not Azrael.
And,
move on.
And it was a good little twist at the end of it. I have to say, that movie was pretty decent. I mean, granted being the first animated movie Bruce Timm did and directed it, I'd say it was pretty good for the time. Moving on to
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, that's where pretty much everybody fell in love with Kevin Conroy's voice as Batman.
And Mark Hamill's voice as the Joker.
Well, yeah.
Win.
I know, for the win. All right, moving on to Sub-Zero. This is one where Bruce Timm decided to take a pretty good look at one of the characters that he used on the animated series. He only used him for what? One episode it was?
I think it was
Heart of Ice.
It was an origin story, and then there was the one where he finds out he's a robot.
Negative. That was later on. Sub-Zero was pretty much
before this. Yeah, it was just Heart of Ice or whatever.
Yeah, it was just Heart of Ice, and apparently the fans liked his take on Mr. Freeze.
I like Mr. Freeze.
So do I. About the only time people saw Mr. Freeze other than the animated series was back in 1966. I saw that one and I thought it was atrocious the way what they did to Freeze in 66. Well, granted, you got to think. It's 1966, everybody's on acid. So
what about that one?
Let's not go into that. I already did a review on that. You already saw that. But anyways, pretty much the movie goes is the origin of Mr. Freeze. And him just
bring Nora back.
Yeah, pretty much just being pissed off. Pissed off at the world that he's the way he is, and everybody should feel his wrath.
And you feel for him.
I know. He's a tragic villain. You know, you don't like him because he's a villain, but you like him because, damn, he has pretty good reason.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to my personal favorite out of all of them would be Return of the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Batman Beyond. And Kevin Conroy's in it, but honestly, I really, really, really loved Return of the Joker.
I loved it. It was probably the best Mark Hamill's Joker will ever be.
Yes, that was like Mark Hamill at his peak.
Like, what he did to Robin, Tim Drake, was scary, and how he died was just powerful. And I mean, in the one they didn't edit, the unrated version.
The unrated version. That's the one I have. Which
I didn't get that.
I loved it. I mean, it was kind of cheap when they edited it, and all he did was just fall into electricity and just be dead.
I understand why that's easier to show than being stabbed in the heart. That's still bad.
I thought it was cool. Anyways, I like unrated stuff anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say, the reason why I liked the Joker so much, it was very adult. Very adult. The topics and freaking just Joker in general. This is like sadistic. I'm gonna kill you, Joker. Serial killer
I'm
Joker.
I'm shocked this was able to fit in the rating they tried to put it in.
I know.
Well,
But
again, they had to edit it.
favorite line was he goes. Favorite line was Terry McGinnis talking to the Joker saying, "Hey, go, didn't you always wanted to hear Batman laugh?" Mark Hamill goes,
You're
"You're
not
not
Batman.
Batman."
My personal favorite is the one like it was. Your origin would be hilarious if it wasn't so pathetic. Oh, what the hell! I'll laugh anyway.
He goes, "So you fell in a tub of acid and became a criminal supervillain. What? You couldn't get a job as a rodeo clown?"
Okay. I think we get the point. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, the next one, really, Bruce Timm really didn't have per se producing or any say in it, which was Mystery of the Batwoman. But
That-
the only thing that was Bruce Timm related about this one was the art style.
Yeah, I noticed that, and the Batwoman here is completely different from whatever they used in the comics previously.
Hey, I liked it. It was a nice little
I
clever.
liked it too. It was interesting. No,
It kept you guessing.
yeah.
It really did. It kept you guessing who the heck it was. Then they revealed it was all three. Excellent
Yep.
execution.
It was pretty. It was a decent story of the Penguin as basically the main villain, with Bane as like a henchman.
Well, Bane had a good role in it.
Yeah, Bane had a good role in it too. I really enjoyed that.
Same thing here.
Yeah,
But
this is like I like this, but it was probably my least favorite out of all the
it was
Batman animated movies that are animated.
to me, Mystery of the Batwoman was like number three. Number two being Sub Zero. Phantasm, it was good. It was the first one, but it's number four, in my opinion.
I think
He was trying to get his feet wet with an full animated movie with Batman on Backs of the Phantasm. What did you think?
of the Adventure of Batwoman. I liked it.
Yep. Now I'm not gonna add talking about Batman Superman because I already did a review on it, and that was more of a Superman story than it was Batman.
Yeah. I mean, it gave you a good look. Like, it kind of gave you a look between their relationships of how they think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was on that review too.
I know. Also, what else? What other good things can you do? Can we think about with Bruce Timm when that comes to mind?
Gotham Knight.
Gotham Knight, yes, very good. I almost forgot about that one. That's the fifth one.
Yeah, that was pretty. The only thing I didn't enjoy, and I've done a review on this too. You have too with ADV, is the animation style. The first short, I thought it looked terrible, and also I think those kids are on acid.
I know. Honestly, if you skip the first segment of Gotham Knight,
And just understand that Batman caught a criminal in that one
yeah,
because it ties in. You're good.
yeah, you don't really need to see the first one. I mean, yeah, they're trying to tribute to Legends of the Dark Knight, which was on the animated series, where they did do the same thing.
And they've done this many times before in the comics.
But honestly,
And also,
just if
that
you
one
just
girl, the mute.
hmm?
That one girl in that story has like hormones going through her like crazy.
Yeah, really. But if you move on to after the first story, you got several different art styles.
Done by
Honestly,
different Japanese animation studios.
yeah, and freaking when they went to the Death Shot, which was the final segment, I thought
Deadshot, yes, that was my favorite story, and I love the way Batman looked.
and I love the way it was drawn. It was just excellent.
That's what I tried to say. Yeah.
It was excellent. I wouldn't mind seeing a whole freaking movie with that type of anime style. It's very
Yeah.
good.
When I first heard about it, I was a little put off by an anime style of Batman.
Hmm.
But more and more, once I saw the movie, I went, this works.
Yeah, it does. It did work. So that ends part 7A.